First off, I would like to thank you again for tuning in to Anchors and Eagles. The reason why you're hearing my voice before the episode is this is part 2 of Blair Hess, and this one's a fun one. It's all about conspiracies, whatnot, maybe some movie talk, who knows. But thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the episode.
Delta, Foxtrot, Delta, 2-1. Delta, Foxtrot, Delta, 2-1.
In a world where truth lies between shadows and light, where anchors hold you down and eagles dare to rise above, we dive into the untold stories that shape us all. Sit tight, listen close. This is Anchors and Eagles with your hosts, Adam Facenda and Jeronimo Gomez. The views and discussions in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only.
This is Adam Facenda and Jeronimo Gomez. We're here today with Blair Hess, the living legend of Fort Lauderdale. How you doing, Blair?
I'm doing amazing. How are you all doing?
We're doing
Haven't seen you
great.
guys in a while. You ever seen the movie Slackers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Geronimo might not have, but
Geronimo, you saw it?
He only watches, quote, good movies.
he only watches good movies.
Don't worry, I'm going to get you on that one too. His good movies are trendy movies.
And how does he not know whether or not it's a good movie if he's never watched it?
It's true.
Because I
That's
just
what
know,
threw me
Adam.
off.
I just know. I just know.
This is ridiculous.
All right.
So
How
I
do
just
you
know.
just know?
I just know. It's a thing. It's a thing I got.
Oh, he's a
what's your
special.
favorite movie right now? If you would just off the top of your head right now.
My favorite movie?
I don't have any.
Notebook.
Oh, I got some favorite movies. I got some favorite movies. I can't think of any.
You got
right-
some?
I mean that. Yeah. I got
Wow.
some.
I watch this movie all the time. It's my favorite. I don't know the name of it because
Listen.
it's so good.
Just say Last
Mhm.
Dragon.
Oh, I don't know if it's my favorite, but I think Blade Runner is pretty up there though. Blade Runner is one of my
Okay.
tops.
Gattaca?
For the listeners that
Gattaca's
did not
really-
get
yeah.
to see what we just saw, Geronimo just leaned over to Jolie to ask her what his favorite movie was.
Jolie, is that true? Can we
That's
get
why
it
we're
confirmed?
married, dude. Dude, we've been together.
Actually-
we've been together. How long?
Wait,
how long
full-
have we- no, I'm
wait,
kidding.
full
We've been together since
disclosure.
'99, dude. What?
Yeah. Full disclosure,
Really?
I
That long?
whispered. I
Yeah.
whispered to him, and then that's when he
That's
said,
awesome.
Yeah.
what? I, said,
Miami-
So that was awesome.
I gave him a suggestion.
That's awesome.
So yeah, she
Listen,
knows me pretty
your,
well.
Your answer, your real answer should be The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy.
Well,
met the guy.
Bruce Leroy.
I met the guy. We talked about skateboarding. It was the weirdest thing. And then I saw him again. Famous people, you don't think they're going to remember you.
Yeah.
He was so stoked to see me. And I was like, he's like, hey, Blair, what's up? And I'm like, he remembers my name.
Of course, you remember your name. It's so unique, my friend. You tried to play it down earlier.
Yeah, but you didn't get Blair Witch Project, or what is it, Blair Witch Project? So I got that a lot of years. The
You
horror
didn't
movie.
get
first name is-
Geronimo.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
day of your freaking life.
Or did you get Blair Warner from Facts of Life?
I would have
Come
rather
on.
have had that.
Do you know that I thought you were American Indian for the longest time?
Ooh,
Everybody
Geronimo?
did. Everybody thinks I was. Dude, I thought you were Indian.
Wait.
Did your parents drop you when you were born? Were your parents
Oh
like
my
crazy
God.
and
I
jump out of a
wasn't going
plane?
there. I was thinking
I
about
just got it.
Geronimo the
I've
Indian,
heard,
my
I've
friend.
heard everything. I've heard. Yes, I know.
Jeez.
I know.
It's a compliment.
I've
is
heard it
the
all.
Lone Ranger there? The Lone Ranger?
Yeah, where's Tonto?
Geronimo and the... it's my son. I
Horrible.
never called... you know what? It's weird because I've never associated stuff like that. But it's
Really?
funny because as soon as you said it, I got it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, no, I never thought of that with him. I just thought he
I thought-
hated me.
When I met Geronimo, I was like, "That's such a cool name. Wish my
It
parents
is.
would have given me a cool name."
Actually, wait. Remember I said I was going to bust him a little bit?
Yeah,
Hey, remember when we didn't see each other for a long time and then all of a sudden you were working out and I didn't know you were working out and me and Pillar ran into him. Me and Pillar were talking about this the other day
Mhm.
and he was all buff and we were like, are you serious, bro? We're like, and then you're like, I'm like, yo, what's up? Long time. He's like, yeah, I've been working out. And I was like, I
Dude,
can
that-
tell, brother.
That was the point where I think it was me. I had my friend Glenn, and I think maybe
Yeah.
like even Jason ramped or something. We all, cause I worked at a gym, and I don't know if it was at the time when I was working there, but it probably was because I had obviously I let all my friends in for free. But yeah, we started working out,
That's
and
why
like
you
in
got
between
fired.
workouts, we go smoke cigarettes, and then like go back, finish the set, smoke
So
cigarettes, finish the
funny.
set, and like we leave, we're like, yeah, it's like I feel good. And we
It
go
was,
Like
skate.
70s bodybuilders and
Yeah,
shit.
it was
yeah,
so funny because like he did. I don't. Did you still skate then? Because I think you told me you didn't.
yeah.
Or
I
you
too
skated.
buff.
Yeah,
really?
because
Too
I
buff.
used to skate with my friend Glenn. With Glenn, he had like a '64 Cadillac that we used to just ride it. Man, it was so fun.
They had like a pack of cigarettes in their shirt, like
Yeah.
old
Yeah,
days,
yeah.
rockabilly.
Those are fun times, man.
I
Yeah.
had to use the restroom. I'll be back, guys. Talks amongst yourselves. I'll
Oh,
give
he
you a
was-
topic.
Okay,
Skateboarding.
dokie. Okay,
Oh
dokie.
wait,
That's it.
wait, yeah,
Talk
he's
amongst
got to come
yourselves.
back. I got to ask you guys this when you come back. It's very hilarious. It has to do with all the stuff that you guys were talking about, like all the because I'm a big I'll wait till he comes back, but talking about let's go back to yeah, when I saw you all buff and everything, and I was like, holy crap, this dude's
I
jacked,
wasn't
bro.
that jacked. I wasn't that.
Dude, you were skinny like me, bro. And
Yeah.
then like I hadn't seen you in like a year, I think, and seen you. Jolie,
Uh-huh.
tell me the truth. His
I wasn't with
muscles
her.
attracted you.
I wasn't with her at the time. That was
That was
like,
before me. Like,
yeah, I think I was like maybe 19 or 20. Or no, I think it was before that. Dude, it's so weird how I have like these, I can't tell what happened first or,
that was before me for sure.
I just, it's
Yeah,
all like
no,
the
that was definitely
mishmash. It's
before you.
weird. No, it was definitely before Joe, because we
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
together when I was hanging out with those guys.
No.
But
And,
it's funny too because Jolie, I used to torture so much making jokes. I remember taking a fire alarm and pushing a button and going like "Virgin Alert," like being a jerk, and everybody laughed, and she just looked at me and goes, "Fuck you."
I did. I did. Wow.
I think oh, maybe not. You probably didn't say "fuck you," but you're like
Spicy.
definitely gave me the evil stare of like I will kill you. But I always thought you were cool. That was the one thing is I always thought you were super cool. And Jen and we had a good crew back then. I remember
Yeah,
that.
we did.
like,
It was so
college
fun.
days.
I have
And
a
we all looked-
bunch of pictures, by the way, of that time.
Oh man, you remember Craig Johnson? He passed away, but
I don't know.
he sent me a picture with oh my gosh, from college days with Marcos, who literally it's me, Marcos, Jason Saunders, and I think the dude's name was Mark. And Marcos looks the same as if he never aged. He still looks the same.
Wow.
And I joke, I go, he's definitely a vampire kidding around. But it's so crazy. And like I'm looking at and I'm wearing because you know what? I was sponsored by Dead Industries at the time. And remember that stupid stretchy pimp shirt me and James Stroh used to wear? Like I had a big giant pin. It just said pimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wearing it in the photo, and I'm just going, man, our fashion was so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was I thinking? Like, and that's when I got out of high school, I shaved my head and had a goatee, and I wish I could find my PBCC ID because I look like a thug. My friend took because it was black and white before they did color for some reason at that school because FAU had color and we had black and white.
Yeah.
And I remember my boy made me look like I was like out of jail thug. It was so good. And like people were like, that's how I used to get in clubs is because everybody was like, dude, I looked older in it. So it was like pretty funny.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say before you
Had to exit.
exited is I wanted to wait till you got here. So I just discovered something and this is so far off the topic. This is because you guys are talking about A1 Atlas and all this stuff. And my buddy just showed me this. I don't know if you ever seen it. Tesla. If you drive a Tesla in the graveyard, have you ever heard that?
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So it's really funny that you guys are talking about, and I hope we're not steering off of what
No, this is it's
Just
a free
random,
form podcast.
whatever.
So.
I thought about you guys. I was like, man, I'd never seen that. So my buddy Vinny at work shows me it, and I go, what? And I'm watching all these stupid videos knowing, and I looked up like why it it does that. When you're in when you're in the graveyard, it looks like there's spirits walking on the little view screen
Okay.
or people,
Right.
and there's nobody there.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
guess like the AI
Knows
the
you're in a
car-
graveyard
what'd you say?
because it knows you're in a graveyard.
Well, it doesn't register it the tombstones. Well, that's the answer they're giving. The tombstones are register as people or something. And I'm just going,
No.
But I think it
Because
reads
there's-
off. I think it reads off of. I don't know if it's. Well, I don't think it's
Like it-
advanced to read off like heat signature or something like that. But I don't know.
well, it's weird.
I think it's all motion.
It's motion. Yeah,
I thought it was a
isn't movement?
Halloween. Yeah.
So I'll disagree with you there, Blair, because some of these videos are in the woods in the
Right.
middle of nowhere. So to say graveyard is an easy way to just dismiss it, right? Because it makes sense.
That's the one I just saw.
Yeah.
Swamp gas.
There's what's that?
Swamp gas.
Swamp gas? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just swamp gas in the mountains. No, but I've seen a bunch that are in the mountains and stuff like that.
And they show that too.
Huh? Yeah, it's done that too.
So let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
This is just us bullshitting. No lie. Do you think that there is possibility? Because I'll get to something that I thought about too when you were talking about aliens, how they interdimension stuff. Because I got my theory about ghosts and stuff like that too.
Okay.
I
It's
think
going to get good now. It's going to get good.
I
Here we
think-
go.
Yeah,
I
here we
think-
go.
no.
Juicy.
so
Jolie, where's
What
my
if-
tinfoil hat? Can you get my tinfoil hat? please?
Oh, I have
I need
mine
my-
on.
I
You
need
want
my
to borrow? No.
just to let everybody know,
This is
we're
lined
just
with
talking-
tinfoil on the inside right here, so
Yeah.
the reptilians
it's really-
can't get to my thoughts.
Yeah. So it's really funny because like you guys, we joke about all this stuff and like, I'm a big sci-fi guy. So I watch like dumb shows like UFO Hunters because they try to break down like, oh, this one shuttle, you see this orb, or this Ghost Hunters, you see this orb. And they have experts that like break it down to like, it's dust or it's this or it's that. So like, my buddy shows me this other day. I never saw this. So I thought it was because it was October and they just put it in, you know, how
It was
they
a
do stuff.
Halloween-y thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I said weenie.
Yeah.
You said
So,
weenie.
Yeah.
Ugh, you said
Yeah.
weenie.
yeah, Frankenweenie, best cartoon. But like I was thinking about that, and like I have my theories of like, and I think I sent you something about, or I talked to you about that earlier in the week about. There's a Doctor Who episode called oh my gosh, I'm blanking now, but where the Cybermen are in an alternate dimension and they're
Yeah.
getting so close, it's like going like this. And you're seeing like that's where when you were talking about how ships are going interdimensional or whatever,
Mhm.
how I think our worlds, maybe there's something so close that it's getting that residue, maybe. I don't know. That's just my weird philosophy of that. But I was thinking like, what if that program is picking up something that we're not, like, you know how they do the Ghost Hunter shows and stuff like
Yeah, yeah.
that. And they're picking up something that we're just blowing off as like, oh, it's the AI compensating so the car, from what I read, the car doesn't, so it doesn't hit anything. It'll compensate it with the person. But I'm like, bro, I think a car, the AI would know that,
Yeah.
you know, it's like Bigfoot. Like we joke about Bigfoot
Mhm.
now, like, oh, nobody's ever seen Bigfoot. What if he's like, yeah, we come through the
Right.
wormhole or whatever, and he's here for a second and it's like, whoop, you know?
Yeah.
I
So what's
mean,
your theory about ghosts? That's what you started with.
so my theory about ghosts is I have a couple of theories, but my one theory is how we were talking about maybe we're just so close because didn't some scientists, I'm bad with names, so don't wreck
Call him
me,
Steve. Go ahead.
but but there's a scientist that said there's a bunch of dimensions or they
Yes.
alternate universes or something,
Mhm.
which I'm thinking like, you know, how many shows back in the day, it's like Men in Black, you know, you read the paper, Bat Boy is this and that.
Mhm.
How much of that is real and not real? Or is it something where we've been, it's like this Three Eye Atlas. And we were talking about, if you ever seen that movie, Life Force,
Mhm.
and the ship was in the comet, and it was like it's space vampires, you know, stupid stuff like that. But the ghost thing, I feel like, you know how people can't see the ghost really, like you're far away and
Mhm.
you see like weird light or whatever. What if we're like hitting so close to the other dimension that we're catching, like they're catching us, seeing our shapes or whatever, and then maybe, I mean, it's a dumb theory, but
It's a
it
theory.
could be.
Mhm. I mean, that's
I have
that's
a weird theory.
yeah. I think a lot of Native
You
American
know?
cultures have stuff like that, where there's like certain areas where the veil is
Right.
thin and things
Mhm.
happen. I mean, there's a lot of like weird. I think people have like theorized that like Bermuda Triangle is kind of like that. It's really really weird. Although I think I think now they finally figured out what's the weird thing. But I mean, there's been
Right.
a lot of stuff like that where there's certain areas that there's, I guess you could call it a thinning of the veil, where
Right.
I mean, you can even think that maybe people that are like, schizophrenic or something like that, when they're seeing things, maybe is it possible? I know it sounds crazy,
Right.
schizophrenic, but to think that maybe they're they're seeing like a thinning of the veil, and maybe they're we look at them and be like, dude, you're
Right.
hearing voices, and the guy's like, yeah, I am. Maybe they are. Who knows?
Yeah, I have a lot of theories on that too, and I messed up. I had someone that worked for me that was or is schizophrenic, and I said, well, maybe they are there, and it turned out it was a terrible thing to say to somebody like that.
Great.
So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, foot in the mouth kind of
He just told me to
situation.
kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god.
Well, I would have kicked her ass anyway.
It's like, yeah, here comes out the white
like
t-shirt.
I said
gang.
her in there.
Yeah.
um, I often wonder that, right? So, yeah, I have a friend that has a theory about bums that talk to like
Homeless people?
no one.
Homeless people?
Unhoused?
Unhoused?
Am I allowed to? Am I supposed to say
Persons
You
that
unhoused?
are
don't have to
unhoused?
censor anything. This is our podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Please tell me it, because me and my lady have this.
okay. So my buddy has this theory. His name's Chip Harris.
Okay.
Was it Chip Harris? Yeah, I believe it was Chip Harris. And he thinks that when a unhoused is talking to themselves,
That doesn't work like
It
that.
cancels
You can't do that.
itself out.
it can't
Yeah.
say
Cancels itself out.
Yeah.
it counts out like okay. So
Unhoused persons.
an unhoused person,
Plural person.
someone without house. That makes
Right,
no
Without
sense
house.
at all.
That's what
Someone
it is.
without house.
So unalive.
Why can't I
same
just
thing.
call him a bum? What the heck?
I'm seeing unalived people.
I'm seeing a
I see unalived people.
Yes,
All right,
so
so let's
ghosts
go
are
back.
now unalive.
So
when this
people.
person
Anyway,
that might not have a home is wandering around in the streets with the same clothing and is dark, I can't say that either.
You can't
It's
even-
so
what,
tan. It's so tan, and they're talking to themselves. His theory is that they're talking to somebody on the same opposite latitude, longitude
Could be.
line on the opposite side of the world, because there's somebody at the other end
Interesting.
that's
Yeah.
like, he thinks they're like talking through Earth, you know?
Wow.
Well, just think about people that like answer their phone. This just happened to me before I came here, and the guy's talking. Remember how crazy you would be thought of? How people have earpieces
Yeah.
now, and they're all like, da, 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 da. And like, it happened to me today. I thought the guy was talking to me. He goes, no, I'm on the phone. I'm like, I hate that crap.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I know.
that's really
Should've
funny.
punched him.
That might be a possibility
It could be.
because
I thought it was a possibility.
I mean, have you
Yeah.
ever watched American Horror Story?
No,
Okay, I think
I only
it's
watch good shows.
no, it's okay, Geronimo. Okay, so American Horror Story, I think it was like season 2, talks about. You're funny.
It was good.
I can't get it out. Anyways, but I think it's season 2 where it's an insane asylum
Okay.
and insane. I couldn't even say it right there. Insane asylum.
Are you allowed to say that
like,
though?
Persons that are not sane. You have to say persons
Okay.
that are not sane.
But
Yeah.
the whole premise was, when they would,
Divergent.
Neurodivergent.
They-
Neurodivergent.
Will you let
Sorry.
him finish the
Sorry,
story?
sorry.
No, you're good.
This
You're
is the world we live in.
Jeez.
It's the world we live in.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Everything changes how to say things and stuff. But anyways, in that series 2 or whatever it was, it made me happy because it touched on all the horror movies and stuff that you see and stuff like that. But what was cool is like if you said you saw a UFO, you'd be put in an insane asylum. If you thought like you were possessed, you're in an insane asylum. They would do experiments and this and that, and if you were different, like your facial features, um, anything, you were put in a insane asylum. They did experiments, and at the end, it shows like one of the characters actually like it really was a UFO or it really
Right.
was
Oh, I gotcha.
possession or stuff like that. And it's interesting because back then you would be put in an insane asylum right away for but maybe like you said, maybe they are seeing something we're not or talking to something or like kids talk
Yeah,
to
kids.
imaginary friends.
Yeah.
That's a little creepy, but what if
I
they
used to have
are?
an imaginary friend for a very long time.
Yeah. See? And what if it's something else? Like there's
I remember seeing him.
yeah. I mean, you could have been seeing whatever and not realize that's um something like that. And it's interesting um that our mind like a cat. So you look at a cat or a dog and they're staring at something and you're looking up. And I have an art series where I did a cat swatting at a ghost. I'm doing all the motions too. Uh and I remember my dog was just staring one time. I just got her from the pound and staring.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there. And it freaks you ever get that weird freak out where you're
Yes.
like, what are they looking at?
Yep.
And they start barking.
I
And
got
you're like,
I got a story
Yep.
about this going.
Happens to us.
but
Yep.
you're like in your mind, you're like, okay, there's got to be a logical reason. Maybe there's a little spider, a gecko,
Yeah.
a gnat, But then she starts spinning and then barks, and I'm like, okay, you're freaking me out. What's going on? So maybe again, like you said, maybe there's stuff that because we're older and as a kid, you see stuff way differently. Maybe our minds don't accept it because there's always an answer for something, supposedly. But I worked at a toy store and KB Toys back in the day, and I remember stuff I can't explain. And I have a person that was working with me that can't explain it either.
Mhm.
And we joked about it because they said like ghosts would be like I guess mischievous ghosts would be in toy stores and stuff. I can guarantee there was stuff that was happening there. And I used to think I worked at Pompano Fashion Square, so they have cars on the roof that drive up to the second floor. I would think that's probably what did it, knock stuff down or whatever. It's not. And then there was crazy instances that I can't explain. So like I said, you're probably right. Our minds aren't evolved enough to even really comprehend certain things. I don't think.
Well, they say our pituitary gland is what, like
Yeah.
in animals too, they can see these other dimensions. They can see things
Right.
that are and as when we're children, our pituitary gland is actually just it's like growing so rapid. It's still open. That eye is still open, and our parents are really the ones that suppress all that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? My daughter used to say to Liz, her mother, well, my mommy before you were my mommy used to say this, this, and this. My mommy before you, like she would say these things, and then her mom stifled it. And what really upset me because of my whole like spiritual stuff that I've gone through, I was so upset that she took that from her because we might have learned who she was in a past life,
Right.
and
Yeah, that's cool.
back, yeah, and like I talked to my daughter about it. She's like, "Yeah, mom used to say that I used to say that stuff," and literally, I got very upset with Liz. I'm like, "Don't do that. Let this kid be like a kid." Like, she's like, "But it scares me." I'm like, What would scare you about that? You know what I mean? If anything, I'm more intrigued about it. Like, the afterlife is being proven that maybe you can come back. Like that's here to that's like for a whole nother story. Go ahead.
Well, that reminds me of deja vu.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
my thought on that is maybe when we do pass away, our energies come back,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I mean, I have different theories of that as well, but
Yeah.
maybe we're experiencing that skip in the brain when you feel like you've been there. Maybe you were there.
Yeah.
and maybe your energies were transferred to a different dimension also. Sounds crazy. Or maybe it's you're coming back home and you're a total different person, but it seems like you've already been there.
Right.
Or
I mean,
or maybe
Or
we're all crazy.
there it
or
comes.
maybe you're all just nuts. No.
Me?
I had this weird dream a while ago, and this was after I lost my first dog. And after I had a dream where someone brought him to me, right? And I couldn't see the person that brought him to me. It was really weird, but the face was blurred out, right? But
It's a
it
dream.
was,
Makes sense. Yeah.
huh? Yeah,
It's
right.
a dream. It makes sense. Like we don't usually put faces on people.
Right. Well, it's weird because I think who would have brought him to me, you know? And it's really because I think I woke up from that dream. I was like bawling like crazy, and then I started thinking maybe I brought him to me, you know? Maybe
Hmm.
us being here, maybe we're not fully here. Maybe there's an aspect of us that's here, and then there's another part of us that's still up there, you know, or wherever on the other side, and we're kind of like a light that bounces off of like a disco ball or something like that, and kind of like beams down here into this reality, but we're actually still there, you know? So maybe when we die, we everyone's already there. You know what I mean? Like no one's left behind. Maybe
Right.
I'm still there, Jolie's still there, you know, all our friends are there. We're all just there, you know? But there's just certain aspect of ourselves that are here, you know? It's really
Almost like a residue energy of what you
yeah,
were.
like a no, but not who you were, but there's just an aspect of you that's experiencing this reality. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Interesting.
it's a purposeful thing. It's not like an accident or something like that, but there's just a part of you that's here
Right.
and a part of you that's there. Because that's what it kind of felt like to me and it was weird me thinking of that when I woke up. It's like, was that me? That for some reason I had this weird feeling that it was me. I don't
Like
know.
some John Carter stuff. Remember that movie, John Carter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Interplanial.
yeah.
So I
It
used
was
to have this. Good.
no, I'm done. My craziness
So I
is
used to have this reoccurring dream for years, where I was in an older home, like really old, but it was very. I don't even know how to say the style of home. It was almost like old school mansion style homes. And in the dream, the water's rushing in, and I'm going up flights of stairs, and it's like a spiral staircase, but not like a circular one. It's like like 90s that go up the stairs. And I'm trying to get my family up. I'm like screaming at them, get up here, come on, you got to get out. The water's coming, and then I wake up, right? And I have this dream for probably since I was a child. It was this reoccurring. It's not even. I didn't even wake up as a nightmare. I just wake up like, oh, what was that? Like that felt so real, right? So I go to Kentucky about 2-3 years ago because Katie's mother is buried in Kentucky. So we go to Kentucky and we take one of those tours. There's little buses that go around and they tell you about the history of Kentucky. I think we're in whoever's listening that actually is from Louisville. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I always do.
Louisville?
They
Louisville.
take us
Louisville.
Louisville, right there,
Yeah.
Lewis. I say it
That's
Lewis all
a
the time.
baseball fan.
Yeah, because I'm a knuckle dragger. They take us on this tour and they explain to us that this whole neighborhood, this is what's left of it after the Great Flood.
What?
You know about the Great Flood in Louisville?
Louisville.
Anybody? No, no. So there
No.
was a Great Flood at one point that, like, it was something that could never happen, and it literally covered the entire town of Louisville. And there's only a few houses that are left, but
Wow.
they're worth millions and millions of dollars from in that era. Sorry. So we're driving around, and as I'm driving around, I'm recognizing these homes. I've never been to Louisville in my life,
That's
Yeah.
and
insane.
I'm looking at these homes, and I'm feeling that I've already been here. And then that's when he starts talking about a lot of the people, a lot of these homes made it through that great flood, and I've never had that dream again.
Wow, that's
Weird.
insane.
Like I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
such like a weird panic attack in that bus, and Katie's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I've been here, and I think this just clean." Because you ever watch those reincarnation of kids, and as soon as they go and relive or go to the place where they passed away, it just gets wiped from their memory. It's almost like revisiting the spot lets them let go of it. It was literally that feeling, and I've never had that. And I mean, it's 3 years ago, and I mean, I had this dream once a month for as long as I could remember.
Wow, maybe it's like you know how like people see visions and then
Mhm.
like they solve cases or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that. Maybe it's something like you were supposed to be there anyways.
Yeah,
See that?
or maybe I was there at one point. Who knows? Like
Yeah.
when the Great Flood happened. I want to talk about something. You said something about your dog looking into space, like just
Yeah, yeah.
space. So I lived in this place in Fort Lauderdale, and really cheap. And I had landlords. They sold a place. They said, "Oh, we got this other place you can go move into." No one. We have a hard time renting it out. I'm like, "Yeah, how much is it?" It was cheap. It was like $850 a month. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go move over there." So I adopt a dog there because I'm like super depressed, right? And then I adopt a second dog. And this is Summer and Jack. And every now and then they would look into the one of the rooms and growl at one of the rooms. Right? Now I thought, well, maybe they're hearing something in the backyard. That had this one bedroom that like you could throw the garbage out the back of this bedroom. It was a really weird apartment. But this would happen all the time. And I'd be like, all right. And I close the door and then they'd be fine, But if the door was open, both the dogs would just start sitting there growling at it. This goes on for about a year. I lived there for about 5 years. For about a year, I start dating this girl, Anna, which I think we talked about her in one of the podcasts about out of body experiences. We talked about this, dating this girl, Anna. And Anna comes over there, and Anna uh, is what are they, Julie? What's it called? And they're intuitive, or is it like when they can see uh spirits?
Okay. Um.
A medium? Not a
Yeah, you're
medium,
talking
right?
about like
No, not a medium.
a clairvoyant.
No, that's people
Yeah,
can.
yeah, that's
No.
it. That's it. It's clairvoyant.
Clairvoyant. Yeah.
It is clairvoyant.
Mhm.
So Anna's clairvoyant, and she comes over there, and she moves in with me for a little bit. So I'm working. We're working at the same place at this time. We're working at Colorfest, and I come home, and she's like, "Hey, so I've been talking to the lady that died in this apartment. She's been
Moving
coming
out.
and talking to me." And I'm like, "What
Wow.
do you mean died in this apartment?" She said, "Yeah, she wants me to tell you that it worries her when you sit here and cry alone."
Wow.
That's weird.
No
Yeah.
one knew I did that, and then didn't even know I was so depressed. I was really depressed during that time, and the reason why I got the dog is because I would have major panic attacks and just cry and cry and cry and like super depressed. So that's why I got the dog. I got that dog in that house, right? So it was so trippy that she told me this. And
Yeah.
so I go and I asked my landlords, I said, "Hey, did someone die in that apartment?" And they're like, "Yeah, there was a little old woman." The same thing Anna said.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
Crazy. So I think the
Yeah.
dogs were checking out the
yeah.
little old lady because she would
Wow.
just
Yeah.
the lady said she said that the old lady would come out and just watch me. Creepy.
It's a little
Wow.
Ghostbuster action.
Creepy. Yeah.
Scary.
Super creepy.
From when we lived in that house in Lake Worth.
Uh.
Yeah, it was
I,
creepy.
I heard Lake Worth was like houses in Lake Worth had like weird like energies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
It did.
Yeah,
That's weird that you said that.
yeah. The house that we were in was I think it was built in this. I think it was like 6 years old or something like that when we
Yeah.
lived
At
there.
the time. Yeah.
Because we actually, I think we found like old bottles. I don't know. Do you remember old like jars? Do we find like an
Yeah,
old jar or
yeah.
something in there on one of the walls or something? It's weird. But when we first looked at that house, we met with the owners and stuff, and then they had this dog. The dog was like covered in like fleas. Like the dog did not look good. It was just like he was just riddled with like bugs. Like you could
I
see
didn't
the.
notice that.
Yeah, I did. And of course, at the time we didn't think it was like, well, poor dog or whatever, whatever. So anyway, we ended up buying the house, and I think the night that our first night there, the owner of the house called us. Well, okay, before that, let's rewind a little bit. When we would drive by the house after we purchased it, we noticed that they were living in their RV outside of the house. Right? We're like,
Wait, you bought this
Little-
house?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
the house was cool. It had, the main reason we bought it was because it had a recording studio.
it had a full recording studio in the back.
He had built.
Like a separate
Oh.
house, like a
Yeah,
separate
it was
house
awesome.
with like board, recording room. Like it was
We bought all of his equipment.
a dream
Yeah.
for us.
Okay, continue. So they're living in
They're
an
in their
RV
RV.
outside
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, outside the house. Yeah, I remember we're like, oh, that's weird,
crazy.
whatever. So when our first night when we get in the house, we get a call from them
After the night, after we slept in it.
after we slept in it, and he said, "How'd you guys sleep?
How are you sleeping?
How are you sleeping?" Yeah, and we were like, "That's."
We didn't think anything of
We
it.
didn't think
That was
anything
a
of it. It
odd
was just
question.
it was just weird.
Yeah.
And then weird stuff started. Okay, there was a flea problem. There was a roach problem. There was like some type of infestation in that house that we could not get rid of. Like our poor dogs were like covered in fleas. We had flea bites on our legs. We had roaches everywhere. Dude, we
And
called.
we had Hewlett or whatever it's called. They,
Yeah, we
they
had-
came and did the whole job on it and still could not get rid of it.
Yeah,
It was really freaky.
a few different companies
Yeah.
we had go in there and try to clean this problem, and it just would not. Right? It just would not happen. And we started seeing some weird stuff. Like I remember, I wish I still had the picture, but I used to have like an office where I would, paint and stuff. And I felt something was staring at me, like through the doorway. Jolie would go to sleep. I'd stay up late. And I just like grabbed my little digital camera and I just like snapped a shot at the empty doorway. And there's a giant like basketball size orb just like in the doorway. Like
Yep, I'm out.
it was
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
weird. And around that time was really weird because that's when I started getting into all like the super like weird conspiracy stuff. All like I was just diving into heavily in that stuff. And I don't know. And I attribute it to being in that house. Something in that house was doing something. And then Jolie, tell them about the story when you woke up in the middle of the night.
I woke up and I swear that there was something like a silhouette standing in the doorway and then closed the door. And I said, Geronimo? And they didn't respond. It did not
Sure.
respond. So I got up. It freaked me out. I got up and I ran over to his room and I was like, did you just come into the room? Did you just look at me, like open the door? And he said, no, what are you talking about? So that was weird. And then
Oh, and then one night, ew, that man, it was weird. And at the time, I wasn't really religious or anything. I didn't really believe in hell or anything like that. And I'm laying in bed, sleeping, and then I feel the sheets or something starts tugging off the bed. Like I don't know if it's pulling me off the bed or the sheets are just
pulling the sheet.
No
pulling
way.
the sheet tight around me,
I'm
right?
out.
Down by the foot of the bed. And I remember trying to wake up Jolie, but I couldn't talk. I was like
Sleep
my
paralysis.
Yeah.
I never had that before in my life, dude. I never
Mhm.
I felt like my whole body was like covered in mud. You know what I mean? Like everything was so heavy and I couldn't like say words. Like I remember going, Julie, like that's what I sounded like what I was trying to say. And so it's weird because I wasn't really like religious or anything. My first thought in my head, the first thought that popped into my head were these words. I'm being dragged to hell. Like that was just like
Whoa.
instantaneously in my head. Something was pulling the sheets off the bed. And it was just freaky, man. That was just
That's
wild.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Are you
Why
ready?
did we stay that long? Oh.
No. My question is, when you sold the house, did you call the people up the next day after they slept in it and ask how they sleep?
No.
No. No.
Did you stay out
No.
in the RV?
Because this could have been
No.
passed on for generation to
Yeah,
generation.
right.
Yeah.
So how
Actually-
did you sleep last night?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been wanting to actually contact the previous owner where we got the people that we bought it from and asking him like, dude, was that house haunted or what? Like, was there
Yeah.
some weird stuff in that house?
We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
We should. I don't
I
know.
ended up
Call 'em
when
up
they
and-
sold us the house. I ended up going taking like a trip around the country in an RV for like 2 years or something like that. After that,
Trying
they're
to,
like,
he
wow,
was a
they are.
music teacher. He was a music
Cleanse the
teacher.
palate.
Yeah.
he was trying to
Sure.
outrun the
Trying to
spirits that
outrun
were
it,
following him
exactly,
around.
Yeah.
right? He's like, no backsies. That's yours now.
Yeah. Have you? Speaking of that, that's so weird. Have you ever? Okay, to kind of go with the ghost type thing. Have you ever skated through a graveyard?
Skated through a
And it's-
graveyard?
Yeah. There was one in Pompano
Nah.
that I skated through. It was humid out. Me and my buddies were sweating. We skate through it, and it's cold. And they say when it's cold, that like that's when spirits are around or whatever.
Right.
Skate out at the end, and it's hot again. I swore never to skate through that, but I was looking it up and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, no, I ain't down with that. Nope. I'm not afraid of anything. I really am not. You see all these little ghost stories and stuff like that. You can't punch a ghost. That's why I'm not afraid. That's why I'm afraid of supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can't fight them. I mean, you could, I guess. In all these movies, they come up with these things, but that's my biggest weird thing. But I heard a story not too long ago that because I saw a brush and a pan at this one, because I went to someone that passed away in the graveyard had a brush and pan. I didn't know this, but it's so you can wipe off whatever so it doesn't attach itself. That's what I've heard. I don't. Someone told me that, and I was like, so I'm just like, what if that's true? Like maybe something was trying to attach while we're just. I mean, I have some weird ghost things like James Stroh and me when we're in Canada. Like, I have some weird stories that I can't explain, and we've seen stuff that we couldn't explain when we were out hanging out. And one of it was like we were out at this park and there was weird light in the sky, and then all over the news it was like UFO. Everybody was reporting UFO and stuff like that. Like weird. I mean, everybody, I guess, as they grow up, has weird experiences that you can't explain. But I mean, that's why I was saying, like, when you're all like, "Oh, thought it was Geronimo in the door." No, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, really. I don't know what.
I swear to you, I'm not. For some reason, that
There
stuff
was-
freaks me
yeah.
out, and I
Yeah.
until I'm older now that I can actually watch like ghost hunters and stuff like that. Now I'm into it, but for a long time, man, I would not, because I told the story. Because someone picked me up. This chick I knew picked me up from the airport, and I stayed at her house. So because it was super late, and I told the story in Canada where me and James kind of saw something run past us, and he thought it was me, and I thought it was him. And but I told the story down here, and then while I was sleeping, and of course I figured out it's probably because the carpet was shaggy, it was super cold. But all of a sudden I woke up to my whole blanket being all static electricity, lightning lit up
Weird.
the room, like the weirdest
Wow.
thing ever. She didn't wake up, but it woke me up. And I told the story one more time, and something electrical happened at my buddy's house when we were messing with his remote control truck. So for the longest time, I would never tell the Canada story how I saw something.
Yeah, don't tell it here. I don't want to lose this podcast in the middle of it.
No, but it's so weird.
At least he told us ahead of time, you know. Like, so every time I tell the story, something crazy electrical happens, you know.
That's why I say, like, I am, if I see something that's, I mean, off, I'm not. No, if unless it's just like, if I could throw a chair at it and it falls down or something, or I can use martial arts or whatever I know, hit them with a freaking skateboard. Yeah, you're going down.
But not you, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost, Blair wants nothing to do with you.
Well, and that's the whole theory of maybe that's the inner. It goes back to what we were
back to what
talking
you're
about.
saying,
Maybe they're happen to going through this little parallel world or whatever, and you're like you said in the one podcast, like poof, you're you're in the room, like, oh, I mean, thank you. Uh, I mean, there was some weird stuff that we saw in a fire, and somebody took a picture, and there was something in the fire. It looks like in the picture, and like my girl's like, "We love to have you here. Thank you so much for coming." Like being all like, "Hey, we got to make friends with it, just in case." I'm like, "Excuse me," but yeah, no, no. If I can't hit
If
you
I
with
can't
something,
punch it,
I'm out. I'm out. Like she
I
just
ain't hanging out with it. All right.
me just even listening to your all story, I'm like, all right, bro. Ugh.
You getting
Remember the
freaked?
tough guy skater?
Yeah.
He's out. I mean, skaters can fall down stairs, get hurt, smack their heads. Probably some of the toughest people out there.
hmm
And no, I will run from a ghost. Sorry. No, I'll fight you. If I can't fight you, I'm out.
It's funny.
And that's creepy that you said the story about, the silhouette because do you remember Gunner, Jolie?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He used to sleepwalk. Well, I remember one time I
Ah.
stayed at his house and he was looked like he was staring at something. It freaked me out. And
Yikes.
but I didn't know he sleptwalked, so sleepwalked. And that stuff freaks me out. I don't know why. Like some supernatural stuff is just I could watch it. I could watch it now, and I could like for the longest time. I remember I wouldn't listen to Slayer album. I would, dude. I was so like I don't want. I don't want. I love Slayer, but I
dude, that song "Dead
I
Skin
was
Mask," no way, can't do it.
Not
Nope.
doing it.
Can't
see,
do
that's
Dead
what-
Skin Mask.
Devil in my
Nope.
dreams. I'm not
South of
doing
Heaven,
it.
nope.
Rain and Blood.
Yeah,
No, but you
Yep.
know what I'm saying. Like it's like one of
Scary.
those things where I was like to a level where I was just like,
Easily
okay, I'm an
creeped.
adult now. I can actually look at things and not get pissed off or sad or scared. And ghosts still bug me. That stuff. I mean, I believe there's something. There's something.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
energies. There's whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
there, I've heard in my family too because I used to joke that I saw a flyer with someone, and it was a guy that was missing, and my old boss, if I could, he moved, but he has a new number, but he calls me up because I said, oh, he's probably just stressed out, went to Northern Florida. Like I verbatim, I said,
Mhm.
like this crazy story. He calls me up 2 hours later. He goes, dude, turn on the news. And what I said is what happened. The guy got stressed out. He drove Northern Florida.
What?
He didn't get killed or anything. He just he needed space and da 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 from his wife, kid, whatever. Um, and there was a couple of hurricanes that didn't come through that everybody's like, dude, we're freaking out. And I'm like, it's not going to hit us. And then there's one other thing that I said, and I was telling my aunt this one time. She goes, in our family, we have like weird psychic thing. Oh, that's what it was. The woods near my house. Me and my friends used to go through all the time, play like whatever, hunt or whatever. I forgot what the game was.
Manhunt.
And or something. I don't remember what it was, but I kept feeling like someone was behind us. And I kept going, man, somebody's following us. You can't hear anything because when you're walking in the woods, it's so loud. And I remember like I got the weirdest chill when we were kind of stopped. And this homeless guy came out of nowhere with a machete.
What?
And
The
we're
heck,
just
was he wearing a
like,
hockey mask?
I was not expecting
Jeez.
that. He said,
Me
"Woody, how
neither.
many slices do you want?"
Yeah,
Remember
what?
me?
well, what it was, like homeless
whole
people would have
this time.
camps in there. And we got to get back to the homeless theory that you were talking about too, because uh, what me and my girl came up with. But yeah, that was a weird. Like I felt it behind us, and the people were with me. How'd you know someone was following us? Like, I have no idea. And then my aunt telling me that there's like a psychic weird thing in our I blow it off. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You tap into it. What are you talking about?
But I have
Yeah.
noticed like a lot of times I can feel when people are behind me.
Mhm.
And I think probably anybody has that weird thing. And but yeah, ghosts. No, sorry, no. Your story already creeped me out. Thanks. I'm gonna like Oh, great.
He's got to watch a comedy after this. I have a very, very small bladder, so you guys can.
Okay, we'll talk a little more, and then we'll
No
bring you
more
Baby
back.
bladder for
bladder.
you.
But there, I remember. That's funny you said that with the. I'll tell you the full story, the Canada story. So like when we were at my buddy's house, it's a 2-story house. So you go up one set of stairs. There's like a square platform, and then you go up another, and you can see the bathroom from the first stairs when you get to the platform.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. He's at the bottom, and at the same time, something whips past us, and I'm thinking he's trying to scare me. He's thinking I'm trying to scare. He goes, "That's not funny. You ain't gonna scare nobody." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are you talking about? I'm shaving." I'm like, "You totally hear my shaver and whatever." He comes up. He goes, "That wasn't you?" I go, "No, that wasn't you." And we were thinking it's our buddy. He goes, "Oh, he's probably hiding in the room. Nobody's in
Yikes.
the room." Like, okay, this is crazy. And they had carpet so thick, and in Canada, it's not really a closet. It's like a weird cubby hole thing. They have like multiple cubby holes to put your stuff in. At least this house, and to open it, you know how the old school like what is it, the radio cabinets where you click the thing, it's like magnets, it's like click click, and it's
Yeah.
beep,
Yeah.
opens.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to, when you click open the little closet thing, uh, you can't pull it open because the carpet's so thick, so you have to really yank it. So one night I came from a party. I'm talking about Canada, rest of the Canada story. How
Okay. Is this where the power's going to go out?
no,
Okay.
uh,
Mm.
yeah. So I come home early. Everybody else wants to party more. You know, I don't party, so it's like I come home. I'm watching TV because my buddy has TV in his room, and I hear click click, and I'm like, "The bleep bleep was that?" I look up and the cubby's open in our room. I'm like, okay, forget that. I sleep in his room. I don't. My buddy James gets home. He's wasted. I think he's wasted. He sleeps in the room, and in the morning I go, "Hey, did you hear something?" I go, "Yeah, that's why I slept in here. I'll tell you the story." He goes, "Man, I heard weird noises, but I was wasted. I guess it was nothing." End of the trip. I go get to my bag. We're getting ready to go to the airport. It opened again. Nobody's been in the room.
Hmm.
I close it. I come down. James goes up. His friends go, "Have you?" Like my buddy's friends were staying at. Go, "Hey, have you seen anything weird?" Like they could have told us this like the first day we met them all. It's like, "Have you seen anything weird or blah blah blah?" Or like, "No, no, no." Well, I mean, kind of, but didn't think anything of it. We thought they were just messing with us, and we found out that his mom passed away 2 years prior. So it was almost like she was saying hello and goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, and so I always took it as she was happy we were there and was saying goodbye at the end, like, "Hey, here's a door open," freaking me out. But, you know, but yeah, this is weird, weird. That's why I can't, I'm going to be thinking about the shadow. Thanks, Jolie. Whatever. Uh,
You're stuck
you
on that
guys,
shadow.
can you
Very
imagine
visual. I
all of
know.
us on a show?
He's going to, he's going to go home by himself after this. And I don't know if he's going to make it through the parking lot. He parked kind of far away from the shop. So
You better
don't
walk
get
him
me
to the
started.
car.
way to go. Yeah, way to go, Geronimo. I mean, what am I supposed to do, Jolie?
You know what?
Fight a ghost? Come on.
But
I've been wanting, actually, we've been wanting to like stay at like a haunted hotel or something.
Yeah.
Like if we could find one and like I
oh,
want to
there's
experience
some.
some weird,
Especially in
weird
Atlanta.
stuff.
There's tons
There's
in
plenty
Atlanta.
of
Oh yeah,
stuff
Yeah.
here.
there's
Yeah.
tons of Civil War stuff around here, and you know.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because you don't want to bring any of that stuff home.
Yeah,
No,
that's
we
my
have to,
biggest.
we have to
close to
tell
home.
them not allowed here.
Yeah.
We have to put some salt in front of the doors. And
Jolie's
Have
in
you
the
been
mood
watching
now.
Supernatural?
yeah.
Turns out Jolie already knows what to do. So
Actually, that episode of what's that show?
Which-
What is that show? Not Twilight Zone. It's the other one. Not Outer Limits.
What was that
Limits?
Chevy Chase movie?
Not Outer Limits. The other one with the.
What was it?
What is that?
sing it to us.
Debbie Harry was in it. Debbie Harry
X-Files.
episode.
Sing it to us, Charlotte.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Debbie Harry.
Debbie Harry. Oh man.
Modern
Now I'm trying to-
Problems. That's what it was, right?
No.
No, I
No,
know
that's
that's not what
Chevy
you're talking.
Chase. You're
Yeah,
talking-
Chevy Chase. With,
No. This is
Nell
one of the
Carter.
creepy show.
Yeah, but
shows.
she did the salt thing around the bed. Remember?
I think almost all
A lot
kind
of
of shows do that.
of-
But
that's a real thing, actually.
have you ever watched Surreal Estate? Where it's
No.
like real estate, a special type of real estate.
Tales from the
people, they
Dark
go
Side.
in.
Tales from
Oh,
the Dark
I
Side.
have that on
Yeah.
DVD. Amazing.
Ah, so good. Well, that
Amazing.
episode
Draw me
with
to
Debbie
watch that.
Harry.
Oh, I
No,
watched
I'm
it.
on-
That was good.
That was
Oh,
so
that was a
good
good one. Okay.
That was
Which
good.
one?
Tales from the Dark
Dark
Side.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what was the one that had amazing stories?
Amazing Stories
remember
was
that
so
show?
good.
Yeah.
There was another
Tales of the-
weird one called Monsters. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. I remember this episode, Valentine's Day episode, this big doll with scissors. It was creepy.
Yeah, nope, we
Don't
missed
miss that one.
Yeah, that was
Monsters,
another one
what
like
year?
that.
You guys all watch Twilight Zone, like the original Twilight Zone?
I watch it every.
to a lot.
I watch the marathon every year on sci-fi. I used
You
to
are
when
such
it
a
used to
nerd.
be on New Year's Eve. They used to play it.
Man,
Yeah.
Jolie just got really into that mic there for a second.
No, she got
Sorry.
angry.
I mean,
She got excited about Twilight Zone.
I used to watch that. Talk shit and you all die.
It's funny that you guys just all brought up Twilight Zone. I was thinking about that theme song the other day, and then I realized that some of these, because we're talking about not Clint Beck, that's totally wrong guy. That show that we used to listen to on AM radio. Was it
Coast to Coast.
Yeah,
Coast to
'cause-
Is
Coast?
that the one where
Art
the
Bell.
guy talks?
Art Bell, yeah. And then I was thinking, like, the stuff we grew up on, and mind you, Twilight Zone was what our parents grew up on.
Mhm.
You know, like
Yeah.
the creepy things from there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's just like kind of always
Outer
just been
Limits.
in our face. Yeah.
Yeah.
The scariest episode of Twilight Zone for me, sorry to get off track of the
No, no.
Yeah.
topic,
Which one is your favorite?
was the doll. Remember the doll ones that
Yeah.
were like,
Yep.
it was like a little puppet doll. and, like,
Talkie. It was like the talking doll or something you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Harley-
so
no, I
creepy
can't remember what it was called.
because he would talk without the guy with the puppet.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, you're talking about the marionette.
Yeah, I remember that.
The
The-
marionette. Yeah.
Yeah. The one with the mannequins in the department store.
Yeah,
that
the
one was.
that was a good
that
one.
was.
Yeah.
That was. The other one was the man that he wanted to stop time,
Yep, I was
So you
just gonna
got-
say. Yeah.
and then the watch broke, or I think was it
Yep.
a watch, or
Oh,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was stuck and he couldn't talk to anybody. That
Yeah.
scared the heck out of me.
What about
Yeah.
the one with William Shatner where the monsters ripping the
On the
plane?
plane? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Everybody
That-
was freaked
that's a
out about
classic.
That remake of that Twilight Zone the movie.
Yeah.
That was
The movie was
Yeah.
good. My favorite episode though is the one that has Bewitched. The mother from
lady?
Bewitched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the one?
Oh,
There's a UFO in her attic and it turns out it's the US is the UFO. The UFO is
I
from
don't remember that one.
Earth.
sounds
yeah.
familiar.
And
So
she's like a giant and the UFO is
Oh,
like
yes, yes.
it looks like
Oh,
a
yeah. I remember that one.
yeah, that's my favorite episode. Just that twist. So good.
Is it Outer Limits or is it Twilight Zone that did where the aliens came down? They had they were real tall and they had big heads.
That
And it
was
turns out they were eating food
To
humans
serve
as
man.
their-
yeah.
To serve man.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that a
It
Twilight
was
Zone?
Twilight Zone, right?
Yeah, that's
Or Outer
Twilight Zone.
Limits.
Yeah.
Where the whole neighborhood kind of
They
gets
had the
together.
book To Serve Man, and it was actually you're not serving man, you're serving man.
Yeah.
You're not serving food to them, you're serving them as food. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Jolie knows her stuff here
I
Oh,
told you I
she
used to
might be
watch it.
She might be as. I mean,
every year, huh?
I'm a nerd and a half, but Twilight Zone is like certain things I don't remember because I was more like Space 1999, Star Trek, and all that. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
my brother loved Twilight Zone. Funny thing is, he's the
I
one that
love it.
got me into the other stuff. So it's like, wasn't there? What was the show? Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me not thinking about it. And uh, it was like a Bigfoot show though. It was like Saturday mornings because you know how they started doing live action stuff. Bigfoot and Wild Boy, where it was like Bigfoot rescues a kid, and then they're friends, and like all the weird Bigfoot like things, like $6 Million Man had Bigfoot in it, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, like but
Okay.
Bigfoot was a robot. Like it's so interesting how throughout all these shows we've watched, like have you ever seen Fringe?
Hell
That's
yeah.
one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fringe
Fringe is good.
Yeah,
I say
yeah,
that. It
Fringe
has
is
my stamp of
yeah,
approval.
yeah. I just recommended it to someone, and oh, you got it. See, all right.
It's good. It's
That's a
pretty-
good
I
one.
think Jolie might be
Okay,
on
let's
my
all right.
level on that.
Stop. Okay, so how did that wind up in your? I have to watch because I know it's good.
It was good. It was just good.
But how did you know to watch it?
Because it's like an X Files.
Yeah, because it's like an X Files, and it has the.
Okay.
It's like a
So you
modern day
knew. You just
X-Files.
knew. You had this intuition that
Well,
this
after
one.
I gave it a first show. I give it a pilot, and it
Has to
Oh,
hook
so
you.
you have
and
a
it
pilot.
has
Then got it.
it has to hook me, and
Gotcha.
you
There's
should
some
watch
mathematics
It's
to
really
it.
good.
It's
Yes.
math.
So
Got
good.
it.
Yes, there's an
Okay.
I don't even
algorithm.
think the
There's
pilot
I
was
have an
that good,
internal
though.
algorithm that tells me if a show's good or not.
I really think Geronimo just watches. Like the pilot was okay,
Right.
but the show got really good. Like it started
Yeah.
getting all like crazy with the ultimate dimension or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Well, I think the first episode already started showing that overarching story.
Yeah.
I think, and once I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's my cup of tea.
I think we should do a podcast on Geronimo's Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that'd be so good. Where we compare it.
Yeah, like we can all compare it. I mean, I think I can make this room pretty big. I think we can have up to like 10 guests on it. So maybe that's what we'll
Nice.
visit. And we'll
Since
all
we're
just
in-
like
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, since we're in Georgia, we can call it Geronimo's fried green tomatoes.
Ooh.
Genius. Hey, she's a
Look,
keeper.
why me? What?
I don't know. It was just
why?
the best
why?
comment
Why
ever.
me? Why
I
me?
think we would actually do really
know what
good
I like.
because we're all love certain things,
Mhm.
and we would so meld so well
Mhm.
because I feel like Jolie is as nerdy as I am,
Mhm.
and you know a lot too because we were nerd.
Geronimo's knows so much, too much
Geronimo
actually.
would be funny.
He's way nerdy,
because of-
also. Trust me.
Yeah, he's
You.
super nerdy. Look at this
He's
guy.
a
Okay,
total.
ready?
Look
nerd.
at this guy. Okay.
Here, I got him. Let's give him something.
What are you
I'm gonna give you a
talking
Star
about,
Wars-
Adam?
He took his
Guys,
pocket protector off
There they
before the
are.
podcast.
There
He
they
had-
No,
are.
you didn't
He
wanna
took
look
the
too
tape
nerdy?
off of the glasses. Nerd
You're
alert.
trying to look cool, look emo. Cool.
Thanks, wife.
It's okay. You know when
it's
you're
been
sleeping tonight.
it's been being together way too long. Feels like.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. That's
Listen.
not nice.
But it's really funny
Oh.
because
I can dig it.
my girl gets a little annoyed because I always want to watch 80 movies now.
Mhm.
And because the way they film stuff now is so annoying because it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Everything's too clean. Like if you look at how
Yeah.
how it's filmed, it's very clean. It almost looks digitized, and it really annoys me. And then 80s films, like even horror movies and stuff, like she's funny because she's like, "Are you gonna watch Last Dragon again?" I go, "I put these things on like Scooby Doo and stuff to do art. I don't even
Yeah.
have to watch it, but it just
Yeah.
brings something out." And I'm sure for you all, it does the same thing. Like you could just put it on in the background and it's like whatever. But I remember the other night we were watching, so just okay, no 80s tonight. And I'm like,
She had to put her foot down.
oh man. I mean, she's a nerd like me, so I didn't know that when I first started dating her, and then she likes almost everything I do. She likes the FBI cop things. I'm not really into them.
Yeah.
But I did watch The Rookie because it has Nathan Phelan who did Firefly
Mm-hmm.
and Castle or whatever, and I don't usually watch cop shows because it has such a wide variety of casts that it's hard to write for a good cast like that, and they do very well. So I think that's what hooked me on that. But we're pretty good as far as watching stuff, even though she gets annoyed at me for watching Last Dragon 1,000,000 times. It just brings me back to Fright Night.
Yeah.
Fright Night. She goes, really? And then what was the other movie the other night? It was Reacher, the movie with Tom Cruise. And
Oh yeah, I actually really like that movie.
yeah, it's a
Jack
good movie.
Reacher?
She goes,
Yeah.
really? You're gonna watch? You saw that like 10 times already. And I'm like, imagine how many times I've seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
I watched it in Spanish. I've watched it in, I can tell you, I probably watched Star Wars over 10,000 times easily. You know, that's how, if it's on
I
TV.
never really got. I mean, we all grew up at the same time. Like I saw Star Wars: The Thunder, Drive-In. What was the name of Thunder?
Oh, Swap Shop?
The swap shop. Right?
Thunderbird?
Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Thunderbird Drive-In. And I don't know. Like I remember playing with all the toys and stuff, but I never really got into it. You guys are like, it's almost like a cult for you guys. Because Rama's like that too.
Really?
Remember Rama?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
you guys are like really.
I think it was the aesthetic that was just so iconic, and to this day, it's like it still holds up, you know. And I think that's very hard to do, like that. And I think Alien have a certain aesthetic that a lot of movies today try to copy, and
You can't.
I mean,
it was
just for a movie being on such a low budget that Star Wars was, like they were taping shit together, and you know, it was just just put together. They had no idea the movie was gonna do well, you know, like it was just.
Yeah.
But man, there's a magic in that movie that to this day it just cannot be matched, you know. Like
I
I
think
don't
that's
know.
why Tom Cruise does so good with his movies. Still,
What does?
Tom Cruise.
He's just a nut. He does all his stunts.
Yeah, it's like it's not
Yeah.
CGI BS. It's like raw stuff, just like like those movies that we're talking about. You know, it was so raw. There wasn't any CGI, so it was like they had to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, like and as best as
yeah.
possible.
Tom Cruise picks good roles though. He has a good, you know, he
Tropic
plays
Thunder.
really good characters. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
not that one. Magnolia.
What are
that
you?
was a good one.
Oh my God! Are you telling me you don't like Tropic Thunder?
The best one, he's like, I
Was
will
that-
make it rain on
was it
you.
You
that
know what
good?
that is.
Huh?
You know what that is.
Yeah, I do. I saw it and I hated it.
You hated it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a.
We are doing.
being
We are. If
sarcastic.
you're listening to this right now, we are totally doing a
Smiley.
podcast about movies. Geronimo's picks.
Why?
I think-
Man, was it
I
that
think
good?
This is. Well, it's
Mm,
like the last of the worst movies out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean,
you
right?
can never make that movie again.
He doesn't like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure,
No.
which just blows my mind. He
Station.
literally had comments when I posted that they're going to stop listening to the show because of that, because they can't trust anything he says now.
Well, I don't
Yes.
like. Okay. This is it for me. I don't like there's certain comedies that I do like, and certain types of comedies that I don't like,
Name
and
it.
I don't like silly. I don't know.
Slapstick.
It's weird for me. I don't like
10
slapstick,
things I hate
but
about you.
I mean I love Airplane and Anchorman and like those types of movies. I think Airplane because it's just freaking great.
Classic. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah.
Because you're old.
What else? I mean the European Vacation and the Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great. You know, but there's certain type of comedies I just don't like. I don't like stupid humor. You know, I don't. It's just not.
Yeah, let's
Name a movie.
down with stupid humor. You
Yeah.
have to be serious humor.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, the
Ma-
other guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
You got a
That's a
desk pop,
funny
bro?
movie.
Huh?
Yeah,
Desk pop. You don't do those?
you know the other guys. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah. You did, John.
The other guys?
Yeah.
I did.
Yes.
What movie is that? I
Will
don't remember.
Ferrell?
Uh-huh.
Where you do a desk pop?
Dude, Frank and I used to go into the gun shop and be like, "Hey, you guys done a shop pop in a while?" And they're like, "You can't say that in here." We're like, "Yeah, I did a shop pop the other day. I think I'm gonna go in the parking lot and do a pop outside." And man, these guys at the gun shops are like, they're not with it. But anyway,
Yeah.
sorry for that tangent. But we used to do that all the time.
Adam knows. Adam knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So Jolie probably does.
yeah.
You don't remember.
Geronimo said this movie is not serious
It's
enough
funny.
humor for me.
No, you
I
did like
cannot
it at
watch
the
this.
time. You were laughing.
I don't remember.
I can't remember
Was it a belly
exactly,
laugh?
but that scene where they're talking about what the raccoons did in the car or something like that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
Was it
It's like-
Dirty Mike and the
Okay,
Boys
okay.
or
Yeah.
something like that?
Okay.
That's what
okay,
Mark-
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember.
Mark
That's what
Wahlberg
Marky
and-
Mark is like.
Okay.
How did you
Wahlberg
get that?
is,
How did
Yeah,
you
Marky
get
Mark.
that?
Yeah, let's be real. Marky
Mark.
Mark. None of this Mark
Marky
Wahlberg
Mark.
No, it's
formal
Marky Mark and
formal
the Funky
thing.
Bunch.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I think we should definitely do that, guys. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah,
I
it
said
is.
to these guys, we're been there for about an hour, and I think we hit 2 hours, 2 hours and 11 minutes now.
Listen, you're gonna
11
have a lot
double
to-
digits.
Double digits.
That's
There
what we
they
gotta
are
do this
again.
Definitely do the movie thing. We would have.
Yeah, we should for
We're
sure.
all nerds, so it would work.
What
so
was
good.
that Comedy
For sure.
Central show? With the puppets that were watching the movie?
Crank it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Mystery Science Theater
Yeah.
2000.
We should just have our silhouettes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you know there was a there was a podcast that used to I forget what it was. It was back whenever they were doing the 60-second documentary or 60-second documentaries. These kids created a podcast, and it was they watched 1 minute of a movie and then they would talk about it, but they could not watch, like, they could only watch the minute. They couldn't watch more than that, and then they would commentate about that minute, you know. And I thought that was ingenious. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do a podcast that literally goes down every Nicolas Cage movie there ever was.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Because this would be an endless podcast. This
Yeah.
he's still. Yeah, I just watched some crazy
Still
movie
making-
last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, crap.
His hair.
Crap,
We should
it
just talk
doesn't
about his
matter.
hair.
Check.
We need to just talk about his hair.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Weird
that's what we'll bring. Every once in a while, we'll just bring a Nicolas Cage movie and we'll let Geronimo rate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Did you see
God.
that interview that he did a long time ago when he was like younger and he's like wearing like a leather jacket with like no
Was
shirt
hopped
on
up
underneath?
something. Yeah.
Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, I think
Hey,
so.
what's that one?
Oh, where he's like he does like a backflip, like coming out on the stage
Yeah,
and like a karate kick.
he was
and
wild.
Yeah, he was yeah,
He was
coked
wild.
up. It
I
was.
gotta look
yeah.
this up.
How dare you? That was pure
This one
adrenaline.
I might
80s.
not
I
have
remember
the
the
whole
whole coke.
time.
I was on coke in
Yeah.
the 80s.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was
I
like
was on
5.
Coca-Cola.
I was flying.
I had Coca-Cola.
I really got to do this because we did a podcast with Edwin the other day, and we ended up talking for another 30 minutes afterwards, which Jolie said we should have just kept recording,
Oh my
which we
god.
probably should have, but then it got really weird for a minute.
Yeah, it was fun.
So I can't thank you enough for being on the podcast, Blair. I definitely want to have you back because evidently we can talk about a lot of stuff.
Oh man, I'll be totally fine with that.
Yeah, and I still want to touch base on your art and everything else that you do
Okay.
now. We only touched a little bit on growing up as kids and stuff like that, but I think this will be like a 2-parter, and then we'll do another one
Right on.
with you soon.
Awesome.
And then we'd love to have you back whenever.
Oh man, you tell me, and I'm here. This is expectations are out the door right now because I was like, dude, I know we're gonna vibe really well
Yeah.
because we know each other, but now with the movie thing, we're all screwed. I'll sit here and talk for hours, like just because it feels like we're all together chilling and
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
appreciate you all just having me on. It's like, I kind of rambled a little too much, I think, but I
No.
tend to do that now
No.
because I don't have.
Don't ever worry about that on a podcast, my
No,
friend.
that's what we're here
Okay.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could get another 5 hours out of this thing. for
Yeah, we
sure.
could. Blair, could you do me a favor? I want you to just say who you are and selfishly plug a art show, plug your Instagram, all that stuff, and just talk right into the camera.
All right. So I'm Blair Hess, and my Instagram is Blair Hess Project. Or I also have a small skate brand, which is Coffin Crew, Coffin Nails Hardware. And actually, the upcoming thing that's coming up actually is at Painted Tree Boutique. I'm opening up something with my art and stuff and the skate brand and stuff like that, which I'm pretty hyped on. Trying to get it done before the end of the week, but it's a new adventure as far as owning something that hopefully it does really well. I think it will. And I met a lot of people just even looking in the place, and everybody's super friendly. So, and if you haven't gotten to check out, I did some art. I don't know if I told you I did some art for the city of Deerfield on their fish stations. which have my little fish on them. So take a picture, tag me in it, just, I don't know. But, yeah, just couple of projects coming up. And, this was actually one of them that I was so hyped on, which, just to be invited to do this. So I definitely thank you for that. It pretty much made my week. That's all I kept talking about. And, not to, throw bullshit, but yeah, I was pretty hyped. I think I told you that.
Mhm.
And, yeah, just working on projects and pretending I'm cool. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This made my night, seriously.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you came on. Like, I think uh, you're going to be surprised how many people really like tune in and reconnect with you after this, because that's what happened with Vince too.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody that's listened. If you liked what you heard, give it a like, subscribe, share it to a friend, and please share anything you want or can about Blair Hess. We want all the dirt on him.
Oh,
Just
gosh,
kidding,
don't
just
want no
kidding.
dirt on me. I have
Um,
dirt probably.
But we want to thank Blair once again for coming on the Anchors and Eagles. I'm Adam Facenda,
I'm Jeronimo Gomez.
and together we're Wild Stallions.
Yes.